Hey guys, long time no speak. But as you know, summer is almost over. Can you believe that? I do not know where time went. Time is flying by. I don't know where it's going. It's like flying and flying and it's never ending. But school is around the corner. School is here. I go back to school in like 2 weeks. And I've been planning to do a back to school series, but many girls have been doing that and they got that taken care of. I didn't want to be repetitive, so I wanted to do something really different. So in my opinion, different is just sharing with you guys my college experience / tips basically. I am a college student. This will be my second year in college. I am attending a junior or community college. It is not a university, but basically in a junior or community college you complete your first 2 years of college and you transfer over to a university and you finish your last 2 years and then you graduate with a bachelor's degree. So one of the first tips for being successful in college would be to arrive to class on time. I know life happens and it can get tough arriving to class on time, but you have to be there on time because teachers often go over what they're going to do for the day. If you have questions, you can speak with them and you get to talk to people around you and you get to make friends that way. So it's nice to be early. You never want to be late because that is bad, and sometimes teachers will or professors will drop you from the class and that is not fun at all. A second tip would be to always carry pens and pencils with you. I know this is kind of crazy to say because obviously it's school and you obviously have them with you, but you just never know when you're gonna need a pencil. It's better to have extra than to have a pencil and it not work for some weird reason. And sometimes people around you ask you for a pen or pencil and then you give them your only pencil and then you're left without one. Sometimes people that you lend your pencil or pen to, sometimes they don't give it back, and that really sucks because they never give it back. I mean, it's cool that they don't give it back. It's no big deal, but it just annoys me. It's like a pet peeve of mine. But another tip would be to always carry folders and notebooks with you. Once the class starts, it is important for you to start taking notes like a crazy person because you just never know when you're going to need notes to look back upon, and they are useful for you to study for tests and exams. Taking notes just benefits you in so many ways, and it's better to have notes than not have notes at all, because there are some people in my classes that just sit there and don't take notes at all. They just sit there and listen, which is weird because I wonder how they are going to remember like 3 chapters worth of material, but that is their problem, right? Right. Another tip would be to start college with a open mind. You will meet so many people, trust me. There's so many people out there, and in every class you will make different friends. And by an open mind, I mean go in there and talk to people. Just make a conversation. Be like, oh, what high school did you go to? How many classes are you taking? What's your degree? I mean, what's your major? Just things like that, and you will make friends super quick in a blink of an eye. And it's a really cool experience. It's not like high school where you have your own group of friends and everything's like so cliche. I don't know. It's not like high school. It's way different than high school. I personally like college better than high school. Another tip would be to use a planner. What I do to plan out my life or all the assignments that are due for the day, I write down what's due for the next day or the next couple days. Like for example, it'll be like test on Friday, study, and then I'll be like assignment due tomorrow, things like that. And it's just really helpful because I don't stress about it as much, because if I didn't have a planner I would just be thinking like, oh, I have to do that, and then when you think about it like that, sometimes you forget, or you're more likely to forget about that assignment that's due. So another tip of mine would be to take advantage of all the college services. By that I mean like the student center or like the computer lab, the library, just general things like that. In high school, I didn't really take advantage of those services as much. I think in college I am, because you're actually like paying for college and obviously it's more expensive. Trust me, you will find yourself at the library or at the computer lab more than once, because I'm pretty sure you will write more than one paper in your college career. But I go to the library whenever I need a book for reference for a paper, or if I want to read a magazine if I'm bored. I go to a computer lab if I want to finish up a paper or check my grades or see my homework online. It's just really helpful for me, and I take advantage of those services because they're there and they help me out a lot. And sometimes they have tutoring too. In my school they do, so it's important to take advantage of those things. Sleep. I know sleep is hard to come by when you're in college, but personally I am chicken and I have to sleep. So I go to sleep around 10 or 11. I have never pulled an all-nighter because I personally don't see the reason why to. There's people who do, who stay up all night doing homework and stuff and studying. I know sleep is hard to come by, especially if you have a job, to juggle so many things, and I know, but I would just recommend to get tons of sleep so you are ready for the next day. Finally, the last tip would be to have a flexible job. I know there are jobs that are not flexible with school, or they don't. My friends have told me stories that their jobs are not as flexible with school as some other jobs would be, and sometimes my friends say that they're often more at work than they are at school, so it just really sucks because sometimes work becomes their priority rather than school, but you know it happens. But if you have any questions, please leave them down below and I will be more than happy to answer them. And if you also have any questions about my college experience, I will be more than happy to make another video explaining why I chose a community college and all that, and what are my goals for the future with that. I will most likely do a video on that anyways, but let me know if you're interested. And I hope you have a great day or night when you're watching this, and I will speak to you guys pretty soon. Bye.